and as a former ambassador to talk about what your reaction was when you saw these scenes today in the U.S. Capitol.
Evan, this is heartbreaking. You know, I participated in the last transition of power. Literally 4 years ago this week, I was speaking and attending events all throughout Ottawa, you know, talking about the handover and the next administration and the importance of the U.S.-Canada relationship. But for the last 4 years, it became clear that this man was not anything we had ever seen before in the United States. And he was threatening to not only our neighbor, Canada, and other allies around the world, but he was threatening to Americans. He was dividing us. He was pitting American against American all throughout his 4 years, and now it's escalated to this. And Annie was right. He invited these people to go attack the Capitol. So we have a very, very serious issue here. And even though it's just a couple of weeks till Joe Biden assumes the presidency, that every day now is a serious day. And look, my daughter lives 8 blocks from that Capitol, and I was communicating with her today. I worked in that Capitol, and I've been sworn in there, and I've traveled there, and never in a million years did I think that anything like this would happen. But this is inciting a riot. There's a difference. This city is known, Washington, D.C. is known for peaceful protest. From the Million Man March for Martin Luther King, from peaceful marches for all the issues that are important to Americans. But never, ever did we anticipate this. And for the Capitol Police, look, we'll all look back at that, whether or not they were appropriately prepared. But when you incite a riot and you have masses of people going in, it almost doesn't matter how many people you have there to protect them, that they can overwhelm you. And it was the President of the United States of America who told them to do it. And so we have the real issue here, Evan.
Well, the president then released that statement where he literally relit the very fire that's fueling this and then asked to put it out. So I'm not sure what that was all about. But there are some Democrats saying that Mike Pence should impeach the president right now. That is clear. I don't think that's going to happen. But in your view, sir, what did you make of the video statement of Donald Trump's reaction to this? But maybe as importantly, how other Republican leaders have responded to this?
So he's dividing the Republican Party clearly. You've heard the words of Mitch McConnell, senator from Kentucky, the Senate Majority Leader, for just a brief now window of time left. You've heard it from Mitt Romney, the former nominee for president of the Republican Party. This party is now imploding on itself. And you're watching Republicans fight Republicans in terms of this issue of just this verification of the Electoral College. And so this is a real tough moment for that party, but it also becomes then a tough moment for America. And so then there are decisions that have to be made. So there are 2 paths here, 3 paths. One is let's just go it for the next few weeks. Let's get through it, buckle up. It might be a tough period of time, but we have a new administration, so let's do that. The second is let's impeach him right now. Go to the floor tomorrow, articles of impeachment, impeach him, and then have a quick hearing, and let's move him out. Why would you do that? Because if you're impeached and convicted, you can never hold office again. Don't worry about the next 2 weeks. Worry about shutting him down for good. Number 2 would be the 25th Amendment, or number 3, the 25th Amendment, where the vice president and a majority of the cabinet come together and they realize that he's not capable of governing. And they go to the House and they basically go to the Congress and say, we're going to exercise the 25th Amendment. And then Mike Pence takes over as acting president and there's a period of 25 days, and we don't have 25 days left. So that could then run out the clock on his presidency. But all of this might incite his followers even more, and he might get on TV and say attack. So it's really complicated and no easy decision here. I know a bunch of people say impeach him or 25th Amendment, but that comes with risk. And so it's not clear what to do here.